Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the Wild Feminine Way podcast. Today's episode is navigating the void, surviving the void, I think I might actually call it. I'm not sure how long this episode will be yet because tomorrow I'm hosting a free ceremony, but I have some notes, have some cards that we might do, so let's dive in. So this download came to me yesterday, the day before, and I've been having a lot of conversations and my bangs are annoying me as usual. And I've been feeling myself like there's so many of us. Actually, I pulled a card the other day too from this Inner Temple Oracle, which is this right here, if you didn't know that said the in-between. So many of us are like feeling fucking weird right now. Like we're not the old us, but we're not the new us yet. And the post that I'm talking about that I posted on Instagram and I uploaded the reel is here on YouTube, was talking about how, I think it was last week, how things have been so magical and aligned and like potent for me lately, and then like last week, things just started driving me fucking crazy and I just like needed the new and I was like freaking the fuck out and there were so many emotions, and then I had a massive shift. But I've continued to go on that roller coaster of feeling magical, having massive shifts, and then freaking the fuck out for a day or two. Let me know if you can relate. So when this happens, it's because we're literally like in the new timeline. I was trying to search for the word. We're actually like in the new, even if the 3D reality doesn't mirror it yet. So when we've done a lot of like growth and our vibration is raising, the old shit's not gonna fucking resonate anymore. And this could be like physical stuff too. Like right now I'm staying at my family's house, and honestly it drives me fucking nuts sometimes because the decor is not the way that I have had it in my own places before. But anyways, you could just feel so many different things that you're outgrowing, whether that's habits, routines, physical objects, places, people, like so many things. So I was looking at the notes to see if there's anything else I was going to say before I go into the practical tips and pull a couple cards, because I feel like we're going to do that. There's so much also that's like happening behind the scenes as well. Like think about when like a flower's about to bloom, and actually I was in my backyard before filming this and the flowers are already starting to bloom here. Now I live somewhere that like I live in South Carolina, so it was 30 degrees one day this week. Last week it was 80 degrees. So anyways, the flowers are starting to bloom. Think about before the flower blooms, there's so much happening under the dirt that we can't see up here, like above the soil or whatever the fucking word is that I'm looking for. You get the picture. That is where we are right now, love. So if it feels like nothing is happening, there's actually so much happening behind the scenes. Your angels want to, I'm getting a message. Your angels want to orchestrate things for you, but you've got to fucking stop forcing and pushing and controlling and fucking surrender and let go of control and know that whatever the fuck is meant for you, it's not going to pass you by. It's going to happen in the perfect timing. I have to tell myself this shit all the time. That's why I can talk about it so well. So yeah, let fucking go. Surrender. Surrender to how all of your dreams and prayers and soul longings happen. There's so many fucking ways. Like I was really saying that prayer, what I just said to you a lot the last couple of days. I surrender to how this happened. I surrender to how this happens. And I feel like I was like flooded with like abundance in so many different ways. Like so many people being interested in my free ceremony that I'm doing. My dad just like randomly buying me a green juice. Like I got free yogurt on my Walmart grocery delivery order yesterday that I did not pay for. Just like lots of other little things. Just like so much just like opening up because I let go of how it had to happen or manifest. So here's the practical tips. Number 1, easier said than done. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's all happening for your good. Number 2, we've already talked about this. Don't force action. When we're manifesting, oh my God, this reminds me of a download. I have to write this down. Hang on. When we're manifesting, I'll tell you what the download is in a second. It's not just the masculine and it's not just the feminine. It's the balance of both, the union, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it divine balance. That's actually how the download came in for me. We have to take action, yes, but it's aligned action. And then we have to fucking let the fuck go and not force the action and not try to make stuff happen quicker. And this has taken me so many motherfucking years to learn this fucking balance. Like I'm about to hit 14 years in business in April. So like a month away. And I learned about manifesting 13, 12 years ago, something like that. I was like a year or two into business. And in my prior business, when I was a health and fitness coach for my first 7 years of business, I was taught the hustle. If you don't know me, you don't know this about my story, but if you know me, I talk about this shit all the time. So I've had to unlearn and unprogram so much fucking shit, and I feel like I've finally been getting that divine balance of the masculine and the feminine within me, because I swung from one end of the spectrum, which this is how divine balance and order works. I was so in my wounded masculine energy hustle that like over the last couple years I went so into like my wounded feminine energy where I wasn't doing enough, and I feel like I finally started to find the balance of that. Like 2025 really helped me with that, some of 2024 and 2023 as well. But anyways, lately I feel like I'm finally fucking get it, and I've had so much fucking momentum in my business than I've had in the last like 5 years or something like that, and like just things that I've been manifesting. Not all of it has translated into clients yet. Like I haven't had a client yet this year, honestly, transparently, ebbs and flows. But I also I decided to divinely decide to extend the start date of my priestess portal, because I felt like I should not force action and force it to come out there too soon just because my ego was embarrassed I didn't make a sale yet this year, what the fuck ever. Anyways, so much fucking shit started flooding in for me. I was thinking about this earlier. I guess it was like the last 4 months. Like it started happening in November, manifested a new client, manifested my dream job, part-time job, manifested a dream man, all these things, because it is the divine balance. So the download that I was going to tell you is Priestess Portal. We're now going to be starting on March 20th, because I realized I was going to be starting it next week. I haven't even like given myself the space to properly talk about her enough. I call all my babies her, because they all have their own little energy. So anyway, we're going to be starting on the 20th, and I got the download to have a theme and a goddess of the month for each month so that we have something to focus on. So for March, Mary Magdalene and divine balance, divine union, what I'm talking about right here with the masculine and feminine energy, that's going to be our theme for March, and a motorcycle and something else is driving by being like, yes, that's it, bitch. All right. So that'll be linked up below if you want the info on that. Number 3 is, what else can you let go of? How can you surrender? I've already talked about this as well. So really just think about that. Like, where are you forcing? Where are you controlling? Where are you being so fixated on how things have to happen for you? And the last tip, I feel like I have 2 tips in this, so almost the last tip. Number 4 is nurture your inner child, because our little inner children are afraid of the unknown. They don't like it. So have a little conversation with your inner child. Ask her or him what they need, or them. I feel like I have different people listening to this, even though I talk about divine feminine, which divine feminine is for everybody, by the way. I'm going off on too many tangents. See how you can nurture your inner child. Ask her, him, they, what message they need. And just mother yourself, parent yourself. And then the last tip, number 5, is to reframe the fear of the unknown. The unknown is actually fucking exciting, because anything could happen, and you're not fixated, like you're not in the old anymore. You're not fixated on how things have to happen. So like, so much shit could fucking happen. There are infinite possibilities, and our invitation right now with all the different things the astrologies are doing is, how can you break your glass ceiling, or however you say that saying, of like your limits of what you think is possible for you to manifest? How can you fucking blow that shit up right now? Because the universe wants to give you even more than you could imagine. So if you want to dive deeper into this, I've already mentioned I'm hosting a free ceremony tomorrow, Rebirth and Rise. I will link it up in the comments or description below. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I try to make it at a time because I have people all over the world. Try to make it at a time that would work for most time zones and for myself. So that will be there. There will be a replay. And yeah, and then Priestess Portal is available as well, like I said, where we're going to activate all of this shit all month long. I'll link that up below as well. And then I have some space to work with me one-on-one in coaching. Am I missing anything? Nope, that's it. Okay. Oh, we're going to pull a card. I feel guided to say something really quick, because I was talking about how I've had more happening and more momentum in my business than I've had in like 5 years, but it hasn't translated into clients yet this year. That's the perfect example of what we're talking about right now. Like that void liminal space. Like you're starting to see evidence. Like I'm starting to see physical evidence. And I know from doing business for so many years that like that shit starts to fucking translate. But it's not always, sometimes it's not always like an instant thing. I've already got one card. I'm going to pull one from the Divine Feminine as well. And just see what do we most need to know right now. That was quick. From the Inner Temple Oracle, we have Chamber of Power. I'm pausing because I'm getting messages. We got the message last week about throat chakra. There's still a lot in your throat, and I'm being highlighted to like, see how she has this light going down her chakra pillar, column, whatever the fuck the word is. I was like, so like I can't talk. The throat was being highlighted to me. Some of y'all need to get some shit out of your fucking throat that is stuck still and stop being afraid to be seen, is the message that I'm getting. I'm being drawn to this like rainbow energy at the bottom. So work with rainbow energy right now to help you like transmute these fears. We may be doing something like this in the free ceremony tomorrow. I'm going to add that to my notes actually. I say may because I always have a plan, but I also like go with the flow and just tune into the energy when we're live and I do what I feel. But we may do a little bit this tomorrow. I had another idea as well for just transmuting heavy energy. I also feel like there's something with your crown chakra and your third eye chakra that's wanting to be activated. I feel like some important downloads that are wanting to come to you, but you need to take the space, make the room, because you've been too busy and you need to make space to hear. So something that I do, I started doing this last year, like for the last like a little bit over a year. I always channeled messages like ever since like 2014, but like over the last year or so, I'm actually like writing about this in one of my books that's in process. I started just like showing up every day. A lot of weeks I will take one day off, but I will literally just like channel the messages that come through. Some days I do this for an hour. Some days it's 2 minutes. I feel like the best way to be consistent with it is keeping it simple. I know this from experience of years and years and years of being all or nothing. So just take 2 minutes each morning and just ask. Like, I do this every day, and this is literally where I get all the downloads and ideas for my business and direction for myself. So yeah, some of you guys have some really important missions that you're sitting on, is what I'm hearing. Excuse me. The card we got from the Divine Feminine Oracle is Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. So much throat. Take a moment right now with me and just like do some stretching with your neck to try to move some of this energy out. Like make a noise. Ah. Yawn if you can. I'm going to try to yawn. Just move it out. Maybe even tapping on it. Yeah, there's really some throat stuff that wants to be moved through. And I'm even thinking earlier when I started talking about like not having clients yet this year, like I paused because I was fucking triggered. I'm like, oh my God, like this is super authentic. Like what if people think I'm like a fucking imposter and all of that? But I was like, no, like this is fucking reality. Like this is life. Like it's not always fucking perfect. And we're just us. So let go of that fear of being seen. So we have Our Lady of Guadalupe. I can't remember if I said that already. The Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. I know there's so much fear in the collective field right now and so much happening around the world. And if you're on my channel, I'm sure you're an empath. So, and I am too. I get it. I feel like I'm more sensitive than the average empath. You need to know that you're protected. And I feel like some of you need to take a break from consuming what is happening in the world. If you feel like you need to know what's going on, then that's totally fine. But like, don't overdo it. Like, I feel like your inner child also wants to come through and like wants you to feel safe. And this is why we're needed in the world right now. This is why we're needed. Everything that's happening is creating, like we're already creating and in heaven on earth, which I know that sounds contradictory as fuck. But I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah. So, I would love to see you in the free ceremony tomorrow or any of my other offerings. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how this landed with you. How is the void space feeling for you? Let me know if you have any questions. And I love you so much. And I'll see you very soon.